Swinging your sword to spawn a meteor, it's possible. Launching lightning bolts from a firewall, also possible. Shocking your brain with overwhelming spell visuals, missing an incoming hit, seeing you die, well, you get the gist of it. An Amazing Wizard is a new early access title with a fitting name, seeing us take charge of a wizard, launch into various different biomes and worlds, while every spell we find can be merged with another to have devastating effects. It launched into early access on the 22nd of May this year, and it is now time to throw a coin into the slot machine, play the first 2 hours of the game and see if an Amazing Wizard is a real fun or a refund. Starting off from a base where we can empower our wizard with numerous, and I mean numerous upgrading options, we jump into randomly generated worlds, fight enemies with a handful of spells we pick up, gain experience points to unlock boons and jump into boss fights, which were, let's say, rather easy, at least compared to the normal enemies which saw me getting killed more often than John Bean.
'Tis but a scratch.
In a true roguelike fashion, we lose all progress after a death and spawn in the astral world, where we, as mentioned, upgrade our wizard with the many elemental orbs we've gathered. With the addition of different NPCs, we further get to fulfill quests and change our next run with additional challenges to unlock blueprints for more spells, artifacts and weapons, to name a few possible examples. Before we dive into the astral world and its many options, we first delve into the complex yet intuitive combat system of the game. With a health and mana bar to keep in mind, we dodge incoming hits to keep the former of the bars high, while the latter is used to launch spells varying from ice walls damaging enemies, passing through it, shoot lightning orbs that shock opponents, and fairies that damage every target, to name a few examples. Additionally, we have weapons and basic attacks to fill in the gaps with mana-free shots and slashes, rounding up the combat mechanics. The mentioned skills require mana as well as have their own cooldown timers ticking down, with the former being recharged with our basic attack, giving us mana every time we hit someone. This sees us balance out our spell casting with enough basic attacks to always have enough mana for the next big enemy wave, which is never too far away. The cost of these spells, as well as a cooldown timer, can be changed at an NPC who's calmly awaiting our arrival in every biome. There, we merge spells together, with one being sacrificed for the other, adding specific effects onto the spell depending on which baseline they have. Merging a meteor strike, for example, into a firewall heavily increases the mana cost and cooldown time, while consistently spawning randomly flying meteors from the center of the wall. Putting the same meteor spell into a weapon sees the meteor strike follow a swing of the sword, hitting enemies in its path. Those variations of different spells is a great way of focusing on specific spells, enhancing their overall power and giving us incredible freedom of choice, while it is also a double-edged sword, since the more skills we combine, the larger the mana cost will become. To avoid running out of the valuable resource, we have, as mentioned, the base attack recharging our mana. But it might still not be enough to fulfill our desire to endlessly fling spells left and right and up and, well, down. Which is why we get to unlock a passive mana generation in the astral world. Utilizing crystals we randomly pick up during a run, we summon altars with incredible elemental NPCs, opening up talent trees where we spend randomly picked up elemental orbs to enhance our amazing wizard. Quickly explained, in a fire world we obtain more fire orbs, spendable at the Phoenix to beef up our basic attack, enhance the effectiveness of fire spells, and even unlock the Fire Wizard, an elemental enhancement that increases our fire damage output while reducing every other element's power. And also a quick side note, it changes our appearance in the most dashing way possible. Wait, that's it? Apart from the lackluster wardrobe, we further can visit a blacksmith to craft more weapons, the merging monk's twin to obtain other spells, a few NPCs to give us kill quests and other missions, and of course various other elementals, each with their own talent tree, using up the very valuable currency orbs. Obtaining those elemental orbs is one of the features that drives us back into the next run, while the story overall lets us delve into the mystery who this wizard is and what we are trying to do, launching into the various worlds where we kick names and take ass. With a well presented but confusing intro movie and a handful of dialogue scenes, we slowly but steadily enrich the world with lore, while it is far from the best nor the main focus of the game, which again is to
kick names, take ass.
While the overwhelming visuals of the game could use a few optional tweaks, The overall setting, the artwork and especially the fast and unforgiving combat is a highlight of the game due to the spell merging system. This is an amazing wizard being an absolute real fun instead of a refund. Woo! Would you agree with my verdict, and can you guess all the movies I've referenced in this video? Write your guess as well as your opinion on the game in the comments and click those sweet buttons for more content like this one.